Pam Bondi has dropped charges against Dr. Kirk Moore, who was facing 35 years in federal prison.
Seeing people I haven't seen in years come over and stand with us and support. It's unbelievable.
For injecting his patients with their consent and with their knowledge, and also free of charge, with saline injections during the COVID pandemic, and giving them a COVID card so that they wouldn't be forced out of their job or their education. He administered over 1,900 fake COVID shot cards, and he was persecuted by the Biden administration originally, but the Trump administration under Pam Bondi had actually denied to provide him with a pardon and had actually continued the federal case. But things turned around today when it was announced that they were dropping the case, which is an amazing win. This is followed by a very emotional few days of this trial taking place.
I stand before you today not just as a son, but as the voice of a man whose life has been dedicated to serving others. My father is a doctor. He is a veteran, and he is my hero. And today he stands on trial, not because he did something wrong, but because he did something right. My father didn't just take an oath as a doctor, he lived it every day. He fought to protect his patients, to heal the sick, to comfort the suffering, and to speak up when others stayed silent. When he saw something that would harm the people he swore to protect, he acted. He didn't look the other way. He didn't stay quiet to protect himself. He stood up, because that's what real heroes do. And now this same man, this same protector, healer, and patriot is being threatened with 35 years in prison, not because he hurt anyone, but because he refused to let others be hurt. Because he chose his conscience over comfort. That's not justice, that's punishment for doing the right thing. But I want you all to know this, no matter what happens in the courtroom, my father will never be a criminal. He will never be guilty in the eyes of the people who know him, love him, and have saved by him. He is a man of honor, of integrity, and deep compassion. To the government, I say this: you can try to silence him, but you will never erase what he's done for his patients, for his country, and for his family. You cannot imprison a man's legacy. You cannot lock away the truth. To my father, Dad, I love you. I believe in you. I'm proud of you. And no matter what they say or what they do, you will always be my hero. Thank you.
There were more and more people speaking out about this. Shannon Joy was very outspoken.
Dr. Moore may have violated a code or a rule, but he has upheld a much higher law. And for that courageous stance, he is now being persecuted by both the Biden administration and the Trump administration through Pam Bondi and the DOJ, and this must stop. Pam Bondi, withdraw this case.
One doctor, Mary Bowden, who has been very outspoken against the shots for quite some time, she was very vocal about this. And, you know, it works. Public outcry really can make a difference, and it did in this case. In the last 2 days, there were a lot of people speaking out outside of the trial, and Matt Scow, who's the director of Died Suddenly.
Governments know. This has been well planned. This is Agenda 2030. This is the Great Reset.
Somebody mentioned to go onto Google and go into the news section and then type in "died suddenly." And lo and behold, here's a whole listing of people, of articles of people within that last week who died suddenly. Older people, but a lot of younger people around the world.
I've never seen anything like it.
U.S. life insurance companies have reported an overwhelming and unexplainable increase in all-cause deaths among 18 to 49-year-olds.
That's a 12 sigma event, 1 in 800 years, 12 standard deviations above the mean.
No one's even calculated that. It's apocalyptic.
He actually shared records which showed that at least 34 people were killed by the shots that Dr. Kirk Moore refused to inject the patients with. And, you know, if you know, you know, There were doctors at the time who were fully aware that there were a lot of issues and frightening things with those shots.
In batch FG3527 caused 34 deaths. 34 deaths from the shots from that batch that he did not administer. 37 disabilities, 25 life-threatening illnesses, 251 hospitalizations, 1,047 other adverse effects from that batch, that one batch alone.
So this is just a moment of justice, and I do wish it had come sooner for him, but in the end, it's okay. Aside from that, there is still one case that people are trying to bring attention to, which is apparently after Pam Bondi came in, the US government dropped this case. Apparently, a Pfizer whistleblower by the name of Jackson brought a lawsuit under the False Claims Act against Pfizer and Ventavia, alleging that they submitted fraudulent data and falsely certified compliance to secure government payouts. Unfortunately, a federal judge dismissed her claims, and there is a movement of people who have been trying to bring attention to this. The US government, unfortunately, has declined to intervene and even supported the dismissal. But we have just seen another example of how public pressure can work. And so perhaps there's hope for this one as well. That's just a very quick little news update for today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.